Well, it's Wayne's war. The Treasurer today renewed his attack on the hard-lobbying, cashed-up miners who stridently opposed the government's mining policies. Mr Swan says the debate over Australia's future risks being decided by the strength of influence rather than the strength of ideas. But how is all this playing among investors who've already witnessed the divisive mining tax debate? Here's Philip Lasker.
Their people, Treasurer Wayne Swan calls the wildly irresponsible few. Mining magnates like Andrew Forrest, Gina Rinehart and Clive Palmer.
We can't afford to let the market system or the political conversation be undermined by the greed of a wildly irresponsible few.
Andrew Forrest's Fortescue Metals took out full-page ads branding the criticism as unfair, untrue and divisive. But it didn't stop the Treasurer attacking those using their deep pockets to promote their vested interests through the media.
I was really disturbed and it made my stomach churn when I read Mr Palmer saying that his only responsibility was to his shareholders and to his workers, and he had no public responsibility whatsoever.
But are investors' stomachs churning hearing all this?
The least benign interpretation would be that it's laying the groundwork for another impost on the resources sector. If that were the case, then obviously it would be a matter for grave concern.
At this point, investors are prepared to dismiss the attack as talk rather than action.
From an investment point of view, as we look at it, these comments are not material to our investment thesis.
What is material is China's progress and a deterioration elsewhere.
Things like industrial relations reform and also the approvals processes and the time taken in Australia now to approve mining projects.
But some warn that the Treasurer is playing with fire.
The previous attempts to impose a resource tax and the ultimate minerals resource rent tax that was put in place, I think given that it's all fairly fresh in investors' memories, it would probably be as well for the government to tread carefully on this rather than spook investors unnecessarily.
The Labor Party as a whole, while supporting the mining industry, has taken a more hard line than the Liberal Party has in the past. But the profitability of the industry is still very good.
So investors are hoping this latest battle remains a war of words.